Welcome to my channel Education Helpers Academy. Today we are going to discuss
the correlation. Correlation is the two variables you can correlate it. That you can call as correlation. How it is the relation between the two variables. That you can call as correlation. So if the two variables are move same direction, that is you can call as positive correlation. Right? If two variables are move opposite direction, that is you can call as negative correlation. Right, you can for example if in microeconomic variables, if price is increase, right, and demand will decrease, what will happen? The price and demand relationship between negative relationship, right, this is going to opposite, so it is called as negative correlation. Right, if you can relationship between the two variables, if the price is increasing, what is the relationship between the supply is increasing, what is the relationship? In this case, the relationship is positive relationship, a positive correlation. Right, so the two variables are moved same direction, we can call as positive direction. The two variables are moved the opposite direction, we can call as negative correlation. So and another example, when the number of students in the college is, right, large, the sale in the canteen, right, food is automatically declining. So that is the sale of the canteen of the food is also increased. That is the kind of positive relationship. If the real personal income is increasing, your consumption will automatically increase. So that is you can call as the positive correlation. Any of the two variables you can correlate it between the two variables, you can call as, that is you can call it a correlation. So in this correlation, you can observe there are different right types of correlations are there. Not only in the positive negative correlation, according to the relationship between the two variables, the mutual statistical relation between the two variables, you can divide it to different right correlation. So what definition? Maybe sometime you can write it some definition as well before going to discussing the types of the right correlation. We are discussing about, right, what is the definition? Definitions are same according to their, right. What is the definitions of the correlation according to Croxton? According to Croxton and, right, Cowden. According to Croxton and Cowden, when the relationship is a when the relationship is a quantitative nature, the appropriate statistical tool to divide you can call as correlation. When the relationship of quantitative nature, in two, right, two variables, that is you can call as definition. The another definition we can discussing about W.I. King. W.I. King. According to W.I. King, what is the correlation? The correlation means that between the two series of group, correlation means, right. So that between two series are the group, two series are the group, two series are the group, right. So exist some casual corrections, exist some casual relations, that is we can call as correlation. I think board is buffering. Okay. So this means what is the correlation? According to W.I. King, correlation means that the between two series of the groups existing the some casual relationship between the two variable, that you can call as correlation. So definitions are whatever the definition, all the definitions are to describe that the relationship between the one variable to the another variable, how it is, right, correlated, right. So there are so many others they can describe that different right. Professor Bodston and Professor Tepard also describe the different correlation equations. Whatever the definitions, the definition should be the correlated between the two variables. One is the dependent variable, and another one is the independent variable. Already we discussed the what is the dependent variable, what is the independent variable, right? Some of the more independent variable. In economic research, there are so many variables you can take it. If you are taking one variable, that you can call as correlated. If you can take more than variable, that is called as you can take other methods or other research tools, right? So here you can discussing on the basis of importance of the utility, the kinds of correlation, right? Basis of the right relation between the two variables, you can divide it into right some kind of right correlation. What is the correlation? According to the correlation has to divide into according to based on direction of change, based on based on direction of change, kinds of correlation. First one is kind the based on direction of the change. The correlation is difference between one is positive correlation. Already previous we already discussed positive correlation and negative correlation. On the basis of direction of the change, you can divide it into positive correlation and negative correlation. Next, on the basis of based on the change in proportion, based on change in proportion, change in proportion. According to the proportion, you can divide it into linear correlation and non-linear correlation. Non-linear correlation. According to based on the proportionate of the two variables, you can call as linear and non-linear correlation. And another important base is based on the number of variables. Based on number of variables, can divide it into correlation. One is a simple correlation and another one is partial correlation and last one is multiple correlation. What is the different types of correlation? According to on the basis of the direction of the change, you can divide it to two: positive correlation, negative correlation, and the based on the change in the proportion. Yes, yes, I will come there. I will come. I will discuss. So based on the change in the proportion, you can divide it to linear and non-linear correlation based on the number of variables. The total number of variables, sometimes one variable, sometimes two variable, sometimes more than variable. You can change the relation between the variables, that you can call as based on the number of variables. You can call as simple correlation, partial correlation, and multiple correlation. Multiple correlation. Last time, most of the time they can ask in this area, right? Multiple correlation or the simple correlation. They can ask short answer question as well as the essay questions. Maybe whatever the questions they can ask, you can discuss them like first what is the correlation, next the definition and the different kinds of correlation, how you can divide it the then and then after that multiple correlation you can discuss. If they can ask the question from this area, right? So this is you can discuss what one by one, right? What is the positive correlation? What is the negative correlation? Already we discussed. If the two variables are in the same direction, right? That is you can call as move the together in the same direction. That you can call as positive correlation. And two variables are move the together in the opposite direction. That is you can call as negative correlation. Our fundamental example, right? You can say this is the price, right? And suppose this is the demand and price. What is this? This is you can call as negative correlation. And price and supply. Price and supply is positive correlation. Clear? The fundamental example, right? If any example you can give, right? You can describe that the differences between the positive and negative correlation. Already we discussed. There's no need to focus on that much. So based on change of the proportion, this is the most important. Some maybe UGC net, some other exams papers they can ask these two kind of questions, right? These two kind of correlations, right? So maybe bank exams also they can ask what is the linear correlation. If If the variables are right linear between the two variables, what you can call that is the linear correlation. Right? We can discussing these things linear and non-linear. If what is the linear correlation, what is the non-linear correlation? Linear means the degree of association. Degree of association means the responsiveness of one variable to how it is responsiveness of other variable. You can say the percentage. The same as the responsiveness of association between the movements within the two or more series. You can call as that is the linear correlation. What is the linear correlation? It measures the degree of association between the two variables, movement within the two or more than variables. That is you can call it linear. Linearity means what is the change in the one variable, the same level of the change in level of one, the another variable is also uh, right change. That you can call it delta y by delta x, right? Delta x. This is you can call always it is constant level. Linear correlation is always a constant where how much to change in the x to change in the level of y is always is equal to 1, or you can say it is a constant value. What is the non-linear? If the association between the two variables, the degree of proportion of the association between the two variables are right not equals to 0. You can say it is change in the one variable to change in the another variables are the different changes will happen. That means x variable to change, y variables are changed different ways. Example, in this way, that means non-linear correlation means if the change in degree of the response of the one variable to change in the response of other variables are different or to change y variable constant, other variables are to change. That is called as non-linear correlation. Example, in the you can understanding the some real example illustration. If x and y, if x is production, suppose you can say that in the microeconomic production. If 1 and 2, suppose 3 and 5, 7 and 9. If the x production is increasing this much, you can say labor you can increase. X you can denote it to labor, y you can denote to capital. X you can denote, use 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 proportion. Even y you can refer to 2, 4, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10, so on. So what is the proportion? The differences between these two is 1, these two, and the difference between the two, difference between two, and this is also difference between two. Whatever the change in the level of one variable to change another variable is also constant level. That is you can call as linear. What about non-linear? If the x is some t, 2, right, and 3, 4, and 5, and y is maybe 3, 5, 8, 15, or 30, so on. X is constant level, there is a 1, but y is not constant level. This is the difference between 2 and this is the 3 and this is the some level of 7, right? So one variable to change, the other variables are not constant to change more on that. That is you can call as non-linear correlation. Clear? So correlation is linear correlation to difference. The degree of response of two variables are constant. That is the linear. Degree of response of two variables are not constant. That is the non-linear correlation. Right. Coming to the most important on the based on number of the variables. Suppose simple correlation. Only two variables are involved and the relationship is studied between the those two variables. And always to get the two variables relationship, right? That you can call as simple correlation. What is the partial correlation? The partial correlation is more than two variables involved, but the relationship is studied between the two variables only, kept other variables are constant. See, this is very important. Differences between simple correlation, partial correlation. Simple correlation is you can two variables has to relationship between positive relation or negative relation. You can find out only two variables that you can call a simple correlation. What is the partial correlation? If the one variable change, right? If the change is one variable, the other variable is also change. But other variable means if the x variable change, y variable also change. You feel that other variables are that is the z sum so on is constant. That is you can call as partial correlation. Simply, the partial correlation is right? More than two variables are involved, but correlation between the two variables, other variables are constant. We can consider the all the variables, but some variables are constant. Only two variables to change in the level of correlation, that is, you can call it partial correlation. Example, production function, you can remember. In this case, partial production function, what if the change in the level of one variable, right, output to change, other variables are constant. In the case of short run, the same, that is, you can call it partial. Ceteris paribus, other variables are constant, only one variable to change in the entire the other variable, that is, you can call it partial correlation. What about the multiple correlation? The relationship among two or more variables, that is, you can call that multiple correlation. The relationship between two or more variables, that is, you can call that multiple correlation. Generally, in an economist, in an economy, you can conduct the research on the number of variables. Suppose we supposed to can conduct a research on what is the trends in the GDP growth rate in the country. You must have to take into more than two variables. What are the variables? Consumption, investment, saving, right? Consumer behavior, production, agriculture sector considered as a more than two variables. If you can find out the relationship between two or more than variables, two more than two variables, you can call as, that is, right, that is, you can call as multiple correlation. All the researchers, right, we always to use this multiple correlation. How it is? Each and every variable you can correlate it. Suppose dependent variable is the finding of the problem. If the dependent variable finding of the problem, if the independent variables are, there are 4 5 variables. 4 5 variables, how it is related to one variable to another variable, how it is impact. That means, example, GDP growth, right? The trends in the growth of GDP growth is our problem. That means the growth will happen declining. What are the causes? The causes are, first, per capita income. First, you can say per capita income of the people is impact on, right, positive related between the real GDP growth rate. Consumption pattern. Consumption pattern is increasing. His real income is declining. Right? Right. Partial. Some student asked me what is the partial correlation again. So partial correlation is, right. If you have to search the relation between two variables, right, you can consider into all the variables, but here some variables are constant variables. Only one variable to change in the another variable, you can call this partial. Simple means only two variables, dependent variable and independent variable. And partial means if you can take into more than two variables, right, but we are considered only relationship between the two variables, other variables are constant, that is, you can call it partial. Here there is a constant variable, some constant variable, but there is a change of one variable to another, that is called partial. But here there is no constant variable, all the variables are, that means all the independent variables are changed to change the dependent variable. Example, in a real GDP growth rate, the factors are per capita income, right, and density population, right, and capital formation, that is investment, technological change, labor force. Some of the all the factors you can take into the independent variables. Dependent variable are the trends and the growth of GDP growth rate, low level of the GDP growth rate. If we are taking into all these variables, how it is relationship to GDP growth and density population, per capita income, technology, capital formation, so on. If you can constant, other variables are constant, only one variable, what is the per capita income to change? Real GDP, that is, you can call partial. If you can consider, if the per capita income change 5% to change the real GDP, capital formation is change 10% is change in the real GDP, and density population is change 5% to the real GDP, that is, you can call it multiple correlation. Now it is clear. Multiple correlation is the correlation, the relationship between the two more than two variables, to change all the variables. But partial, some variable are constant, you can describe that two variables. What is the relation between two variables? What is the direction between the two variables? That you can call as correlation. And one variable to another variable. What is the impact on independent variable to dependent variable? So in the multiple correlation, generally, uh, we can discuss in so many economic, social science research, use that how it is impact one variable to another variable. Because why you have to choose more than two variables? Maybe one variable may be more than, right, more correlation between that dependent variable. Maybe other variable has to less correlated between the variable. Maybe other variable is more important. Why you have to study? Because which variable is more correlated that particular dependent variable, according to that you have to plan to can find out the solution, right? What is the use? What is the use of the multiple correlation? The use of the multiple correlation is to can find out the accurate variable. Accurate variable means how it is impact directly on the particular problem. Maybe we are taking into five variables. Out of the five variables, only two variables are mostly impact to can dependent variable. Example, real GDP most impact is per capita income. It's a very important factor. If we don't consider other factors, we can't understand whether this factor is more important. Clear? So that's why we are taking into more variables, two or more variables, to can correlate it between the this independent variable to the dependent variable. Then you can understand what is the relation between two. According to that, we are giving the report. According to that, giving the report, you are focuses on the particular weaker section of the variable. Nowadays, all the government focuses on the particular weaker section of the sectors. What is the weaker section? Research, agriculture research. Agriculture is the very weaker section of the society because GDP growth is very less, 19% compared to other sectors. After that, industrial sector. How can you know? We understand that research, already research will happen. That's why HRD has to spending so much of money or so much of amount of, right, expenditure on the research. Why? Because you can understand what is the relation between the factors and the problem. That's why you can study this correlation. Maybe we are using regression as well. We are talking about only correlation. Sometimes regression is quite different from the correlation. Both are same. You are using the more than two variables the regression. But what is the use? There is a difference between correlation and regression. We will discuss the regression concept. So first we can complete the correlation concept. So how to can? So we know the what is the different correlation. How you can use the in the economic research and correlation, right? What is the different correlation where you have to use? But how to can measure? That you can call as methods of correlation. There are different methods you can calculate it or you can measure the correlation analysis. I think it's showing that time is limit. Time limit is less. I think 2-3 minutes it will be shut down again. So again we'll come back to class. Okay. Right. Measures of, now you can discussing what is the measures of correlation. Different methods are measures you can calculate the relationship between two variable or more than two variable. What are the measures of the correlation and what are the, right, measures of correlation or methods of correlation. Generally, measures of correlation. Measures of correlation. Very well known, right? Correlation measures. One is the scatter diagram method, right? Scatter diagram method. And another one is Karl Pearson method. Karl Pearson coefficient for measuring linear correlation. Karl Pearson's coefficient of measuring for measuring, right, linear correlation. Why I have to mention here? Directly you can write Karl Pearson correlation. But here the Karl-Pearson correlation is always is measuring the linear correlation. What is the linear correlation? Right? What is the one variable to change the same proportion of the change another variable? The both are the same proportion. That is you can call it as linear correlation. That's why Karl-Pearson correlation always it is the same proportion of the linear correlation. Next, third is and the most important is method of rank difference. That is Spearman's rank correlation coefficient. Spearman's rank correlation coefficient. So these are the three methods you can calculate it, right? You can measure the correlation. As a social science researcher, you must have to know how to can measure the correlation on the basis of these three methods. Scatter diagram method, right? Scatter diagram did not dot. Also, you can call it dot diagram. The dot diagram is graphical representation of pairs numerical value of the two variables. Dot that means the relationship between the two variables are you can show on a dot. Right? That is also can called as dot diagram. Dot diagrams of representation of pair of the numerical values. Representation of pair of numerical values. That is what called as scatter diagram method. Scatter means platter. Plot means dots. Dots diagram. Platter diagram is also called as dots diagram. The dots diagrams are representative of pairs of numerical values. What are the values? Each pair of the values are represented are right correlated between the same direction into same proportion or the degree, right? And that is you can call it perfect positive correlation. In that case, R is plus or plus 1. That is the perfect positive correlation. In the case of the lines of the scatter diagram, you can say dots, the dots of the scatter diagram. If the dots are the same proportion, suppose x is this much level, y is this much level, and x is this much level, y is this much level, and same y is x is this much level, y is this. That is, x is declining, y is automatically increase. Y is declining, x is automatically increase. This is you can call as the line of the dots representative. The degree of responsiveness of two variables are is negatively, right? That perfectly negative correlation. The dots of this all these negative correlation called as perfect negative correlation. So this R is -1 plus or so that's why the correlation is always plus or -1, right? So in the case of sometime high degree positive correlation or high degree negative correlation, sometimes there is no correlation. How you can describe that whether it is the correlation is high degree or low degree? Positive correlation is sometimes high degree positive correlation. How it is if some cases some variables proportion relation between the two variables are right same direction. The dots are the correlated between the two variables are more than, that is you can called as high degree positive correlation. That is you can called as high degree positive correlation. The same as if the more than two dots, the line of the two variables correlation, that is you can call as high degree negative correlation. What is the zero correlation or that there is no correlation? If the relation between the two variables of dots of the lines are whatever the relation between the positive, right, the same as negative will also happen. That means this is you can call as no correlation. No correlation. The scatter lines of the all the relation between the two variables are right between the combination of the two variables you can call as, that is you can call as no correlation variable. If the low degree positive correlation, if suppose where is the low degree positive, this is the high degree positive correlation, where is the low degree positive correlation? If low degree positive correlation is suppose x and y, right? If the low degree positive correlation means positive means upper one, this is. What about negative? Negative means down one, this is. Within that line dots, all the dots you can show. This is the low degree negative positive correlation. This is the low degree negative correlation. Low degree negative correlation. Why? The relation between the two variables are, in the case of low degree, responsiveness or degree of the response of two variables are very low. That is negative. Low negative relation between. This is very high. The positive. So this is not that much important in the economic research, because we don't use this scatter diagram. You can use the scatter diagram according to you can understanding the variation of the different variables. Then only you can understand, you can use this scatter diagram. Scatter diagram only use when the relationship between the variables are how it is impact. Suppose uh, you can use this COVID-19 cases. You can observe the all India level. You can understand the state level. What is the point? Dot says if you suppose the India is right. Suppose in this area, right? So in this all India level, you can understand sometimes there is a dot. In this dot means some Delhi, there is some kind of right correlation, COVID cases and the number of right recovery rates are this much level. Suppose in this area, in the Gujarat is at some point you can indicate it to. In the COVID cases, our recovery rate is very less. In the dots are very less. It's a positive relation. How can you say positive? The dots are increasing upward slide. Then you can call as right. Suppose in this point, suppose you can say the number of right COVID cases, right? If you can show that all India level, the number of COVID cases are different states you can denote it. So sometimes you can show, you can understanding that right that relationship between the right two variables, how it is impacting the lockdown and how it is impacting the reduction of the COVID cases. You can understand in different countries. At that time, you can use this scatter diagram, right? I think that much is enough for this measures of the correlation, right? Scatter diagram. And next, coming to second diagram, what is the second measure of the correlation? The second measure is, you can say, maximization. Yes. Positive correlation is automatically you can show that the maximum cases will happen, right? And negative maybe due to the lockdown, the cases will decline. That's okay. That's fine. Next, coming to this is the scatter diagram. Just give the some example. You can understand easy. You can easy to understand the concept. That's why I given the some example like that, right? And what is the second type of measure? The correlation you can relation between two variables are, that is the Karl Pearson correlation. So the Karl Pearson coefficient correlation, the linear correlation direction between strength and linear relation between two variables, internal scale and ratio scale variables. What do you say? I studied that. So Karl Pearson coefficient is, you can propose with the Karl Pearson, right? How you can move the same variables, same proportion of the variable. That is, you can say here you can discussing about Karl Pearson focuses on the strength of the linear relation between the two sets of interval scales. Two sets of interval scales. Two sets of interval scales. The two relationship between, right? What is the Karl Pearson coefficient of correlation? It suggests that the relationship between two variables are two sets of interval scales. What are the interval scales? The interval scales are line or sometime maybe correlation coefficient is positive correlation coefficient. Sometimes the correlation coefficient negative correlation coefficient. Sometimes the correlation coefficient is between the 0 to 1. That is the sets of interval scales. He is more focuses on, you must have to divide the scale. Scale means you can, in the case of positive scale, positive correlation, the scale between, so 0 to 0.75, right? 1 to 0.75, one scale, it is shows that there is a positive correlation, and 75 to 50, that is the some low level of the negative correlation. If equal to 50, there is no correlation. If less than 50, there is a negative correlation, right? You can divide it into two sets of interval scales. According to that, they can divide it into, right, perfect negative correlation and perfect positive correlation. And one is perfect positive correlation, and another one is perfect negative correlation. According to the interval scales, set of the interval scale, you can divide it into perfect positive correlation and perfect negative correlation. So how you can giving the values? Generally, correlation coefficient is always r plus or minus 1, 0 to 1, minus 1 or plus 1, right? The coefficient of correlation is always minus 1 to plus 1. Suppose minus 1 to plus 1. So between the values, according to that, you can divide it to whether the positive correlation or whether the negative correlation. So there is some diagram how you can positive correlation, how you can negative correlation, the perfect positive correlation, right? So suppose in this case, you can divide the scales according to, right? So perfect positive correlation, suppose this is the 0, and this is the perfect negative correlation, right? You can look at if two variables are, that is the set interval scales are, if that relation between the two variables value is, if there is a one value, right, plus 1, that is you can call as what? Strong positive correlation. Strong positive, clear? Strong positive correlation. If the value is 100 to 50.50, 1 to 0.50, that is what? That is you can call as moderate positive correlation. Moderate positive correlation. If the value is 1 to 0.5, 0.50 means that is a moderate positive correlation. If the value is below 0.5, the below 0.5, that means 0 to, this is 0.5, right? 0 to 0.5, this is what? This is a weak positive correlation. Weak positive correlation. Clear? The correlation value is 1 is equals, that is called as strong positive correlation. All of the positive correlation, because this is plus 1 and this is the minus 1. Positive negative correlation, positive, perfect positive correlation, perfect negative correlation, perfect positive correlation. Is value between the 0 to 1 plus 1 and this value 0 to minus 1, right? The same as if the minus 1, you can say this is the strong negative, this is strong negative correlation, minus 1 to, right, minus 50 value is, suppose if the minus 50 value, there is a moderate negative correlation, called as this is no correlation. That's why 0 is there is no correlation. This is the Carl Pearson. If you can measure the relations between the two variables with one variable, there is no plus 1, not more than plus 1. Correlation value is always either minus 1 to plus 1. More than plus 1, that is not a correlated, but a highly correlated. You cannot consider that variable is not variable is related to the correlated to the dependent variable. If the positive perfect positive what? If the perfect positive correlation is equals to 1, that is you can call a strongly perfect. With the value, with the 50 to 1 between the t, that is weak positive. 1 is 0 is, it is, you can say that there is negative correlation. So according to that, there is a mathematical, right, equation of the according to this equation, you can derive of Carl Pearson, right, coefficient of correlation. So this gamma is equals to, gamma is, you can denote it to Carl Pearson correlation, coefficient of correlation is equal to covariance right? Covariance, that is you can call it as xi upon y. Clear? Covariance, that is x upon y, and standard deviation of x and standard deviation of y. This is you can call it Karl Pearson coefficient correlation mathematical equation. Why you can denote this mathematical equation? Because all the two variables you can set the interval scales. The interval scales means you can each and every variable you can consider as a the numerical values. That is the set of the set of interval scales. Interval scales are if you find out the if you run the model correlation model, if you find out the value is 0.8, that means that is a perfect positive correlation between the two variables. If the value is 0.2, there is a perfect, right, there is a perfect low level of the correlation between the two variables. If the value is -2, negative correlation. That's why after using your SPSS or some other software, you run the model to get the value is -2 or -3 or +2 +2 according to this scalar, right? Karl Pearson model. You can find out R is equal to covariance xy. What is the covariance? The relation between the two variables x y, right? And this is standard deviation of x means, right, that is the square root of covariations of x. That means covariance of x, covariance of y. Covariance of x is denoted to, right, the arithmetic mean x into x minus x bar. That is the covariance of x, right? And what is the covariance of y? X into y bar, y minus y bar. That is the covariance of y bar. So what about the standard deviation of the x? The standard deviation of x is denoted to nth root of sigma x minus x whole square by, right, n into x into y minus y whole square upon y. So if you can understand the statistic methods, right, statistical covariance, what is the covariance and what is the standard deviation, then you can easy to understand. This covariance means, what is this covariance? Sigma x minus x bar into sigma y minus y bar. That is you can call covariance of x and covariance of y upon by the number of variables upon by. So again, square root of, that is the standard deviation of x. What is the standard deviation of x? Sigma x minus x bar whole square upon by n into, right, root of sigma x y minus y bar whole square upon by n. This is the Karl Pearson, right, coefficient of correlation equation, or the diagram. So this formula is used when actual values of x and y are not very large, can be used without taking any deviation. That is you can call as, this is the direct method. This is generally you can use the direct method, right? What is the direct method? If you can use the direct method, is covariance of x and y upon standard deviation of x and standard of y. Why you can use this formula? You can use this formula when the actual values of x and y are not very large. If the x and y values are not very large, then you can use this model. This method is direct method. You can say this method you can call the direct method when the variables of x and y are, there is no very large number, then you can use this one. If the variables of x and y very large numbers, then you can use the another method. What is the another method? Sigma is equal to, right, you can use the another method that you can this is the direct method. You can use direct method when there is a variables are, there is no large numbers. If there is a large numbers, you can use, I can erase this one, right? If the two variables are values are interval values are very large interval scale, then you can use, right, indirect method. What is the indirect method? That is sigma is equal to, that is, sorry, not sigma, right, is equals to, right, x sigma x y upon y, right, root of sigma x square into root of sigma y square, right? And also you can write it sigma x y upon by root of sigma x square into root of sigma y square. So this is y square. So this is the equation, right? When you can find out the two variables is large internal scale, then you can use this model. If suppose this formula is used when derivation of the x and y taken from the actual mean x and actual mean y. If we are taking into derivation mean of actual values are, right, this is actual value of x and y, you can take into this equation. If you can calculate it, so that means both values are same in the large numbers, then you can use this model, this method. So if you want to calculate it, right, x and y value, you can derive to this formula, the indirect method. So what indirect method? If you can calculate, if you can calculate the x y on x value and x on y value. In that case, you can use this formula. After that, what we have to do calculate the arithmetic mean of x and y series, and calculate the x and y series. You can calculate it. After that, you can calculate the what is the standard deviation of the values of each and every one. Then after that, you can use this. If you can calculate the x and y, if you calculate the y on x, then you can say this equation into, if you can, you suppose two values are large values, x and y are large values, you can use this formula, right? If one value is large, one value is very less, then if suppose y on x you can calculate it. In that case, you can use x and y on x sigma y on x upon by root of sigma y into, there is a formula. I think here it is not mentioned. I was also some confused. Sigma yx upon by sigma x y square. Okay, leave it this. I will tell you tomorrow. Here is not mentioned. Even I was forgetting that. Right. So this is the two methods you can calculate in the on the basis of the correlation coefficient. Okay. Just leave it up to this part. Don't confuse. So this is the formula in the case of indirect method, right? And the remaining, so we'll discuss. Right. Another next topic will go to what about the Spearman correlation. I think I stopped this concept up to this because if people are going to confuse, right? If I found that, I will discuss after that. Okay. Next, coming to will another important is Spearman's rank correlation. How you can calculate the Spearman rank correlation on the basis of the origin and scale. Sometimes you can find out the what is the origin, change of origin, what is the change of, right, the change of origin and change of scale on the correlation coefficient. Yes, yes, yes. Got it. So, in this continuation, if we have to find out the Carl Pearson's correlation, if you can calculate it, the one value you can find out large value, another value is find out less value, then you can calculate it. The formula is R is equal to the continuation of the topic, sigma x minus x bar into y minus y bar upon by, right, root of sigma x minus x bar square into root of sigma y minus y bar square, right? This is also indirect method and this is also indirect method. In the case of two variables are positive, same value, we can use this method. If the one variable is, suppose this is y and x, you can calculate this. If x and y, you can calculate sigma y and x into x and y, opposite. So you can calculate this equation into same proportion, right? Same formula. Okay. Next, Spearman's coefficient correlation. Next, coming to Spearman coefficient correlation. And we studied the Carl Pearson coefficient correlation. We studied the linear association between the two variables, right? So that Carl Pearson always you can discussing about the linear two variables linear correlation relation between. And here in the Spearman's coefficient correlation, we'll study the association between the two variables where only ordinal data. Here, the difference between the Carl Pearson has to difference between the two variables. The two variables are sometimes cardinal scale and ordinal scale. Carl Pearson are using this cardinal scale as well the ordinal scale. Ordinal means in terms of numbers, right? And in the origin and scale. Origin means origin of the scale, origin and scale of the origin means subtract, right? Addition and subtract, and scale means multiply and multiplication and subtraction. Then you can call it change of origin and change of scale. They are using both change of origin and change of scale, but Spearman has to use only the ordinal scale. That scale is multiplication, right? The scale, that means the correlation between the two variables are only you can ordinal scale. Ordinal scale, that means whatever the variables they can calculate it on the basis of, right, the option of the between the two characteristics, between the two variables, two characteristics. So according to the Spearman's rank correlation, they can given the preferences, right? They can given the ranks of the particular, right, relation between the two variables. That means first rank, they are given the two ranks. First rank is x or y, and second rank is y or x. They are giving this different ranking. According to that rankings, they can calculate the two variables or two different combination of the variables. What is the Spearman correlation coefficient formula? That is the R is equal to 1 minus 6 sigma d square upon by, right, n into n square minus 1. Very well known formula, this Spearman's rank correlation coefficient. How you can calculate it? If there is a preference of the x and y between the dependent another way, and y variable is correlate between the another way. That is the dependent variable. X and y are the independent variable. How the x and y are correlated perfectly to the z? That you can say the between the two characteristics. X have one characteristic, y is one characteristic. How it is characteristic between the two to impact on the dependent variable? That is you can call as, right, Spearman rank correlation. This Spearman rank correlation is calculated. First, you can calculate it into 1/6 sigma d square. What is that? The d it indicated to, right, the derivation. You can differentiation of the corresponding rate of x and y. The differences between the x and y. Suppose x is one and y is another one, right? So the preference is one preference. The x is suppose 1 and 7. Y is suppose 7 preferences. What is the difference? D difference is 6 minus 6. And what is the d square? The d square is minus 6, 32, 36. Sorry. So this is what the difference between, right? The preferences of the two variables are the two, right, characteristics. This is one characteristic. This is the other character. That means the dependent variable is 1% level of the x is correlated, 7% level of the y is correlated. What is the differences? Differences is 6. That you can call as D. D is the differentiation of the x and y, two characteristics. According to that, you can calculate the correlation value. So if the correlation value is -1, right? If the suppose after calculation of suppose the second preference, the 2 and this is the 6. What is this? This is the 4. What is the 4? The 4 is 16. So calculated all these, you can say 14 plus 13. This is the 50. 50 is the one kind of, right, sigma d square, 1 minus sigma d square upon by. What is the n? N what? How many? There are 2. 2 into 2 square minus 1. So 4 minus 1, 3. 3 means 3 into 2, 6. 50 by 6. 50 by 6 is 7. Right? 0.7. 7 is
Thank you
what?
for your
The correlation
patience.
value.
If you
The
like the
correlation
video,
is
please
either
share and
positive
subscribe this
correlation or
channel.
negative correlation.